let's explore that wild side of Munich at the Hellabrunn Zoo.
Some places they stick with you, don't they? This quote, I think it perfectly captures the feeling of Hellabrunn. It's not just about what you see, but it's what you feel. It's this quiet, really memorable connection that stays with you long after you've left. So let's dig into why.
So what is it that makes this place so special, so revolutionary? Well, it all boils down to this single, absolutely groundbreaking idea. See, Hellabrunn wasn't just built to, house animals. It was designed from the ground up to completely change how we experience the animal kingdom.
And here it is, the big idea, the Geo Zoo. Okay, so forget everything you know about seeing a lion next to a penguin. Here, animals are grouped by continent. You'll literally wander through Africa and see savanna wildlife roaming together, and then you'll enter the world of the Arctic. It's a simple change, but it is brilliant. It creates a much more authentic world for the animals, which, in turn, makes the whole experience so much more real for us.
And get this isn't some new, trendy thing. Hellabrunn was founded way back in 1911. That makes it a true pioneer. We're talking over a century of dedication to this one, single, powerful vision. And today, well, that vision is home to around 500 different species. That is an absolutely incredible amount of biodiversity all in one place. You've got everything from tiny meerkats to majestic elephants, all living in these habitats that really mirror their homes across the globe. All thanks to that Geo Zoo design.
Now, you might be thinking a sprawling park like this has to be way out in the countryside, right? Nope. It's just a quick 20-minute trip from the city center, nestled right along the Isar River. It's this perfect, seamless blend of urban life and wild nature. It's amazing.
But, visiting Hellabrunn is about so much more than its clever layout. It's really about the entire atmosphere, that feeling you get from the second you walk through the gates. It's just different.
The whole environment is just so clean and incredibly open. The habitats are so spacious and well-designed that you completely lose that feeling of confinement you might get at older zoos. There's no sense of stress. It's calm, it's super family-friendly, and it really fosters this genuine, deep connection to the natural world.
And this is where that connection gets really personal. Just imagine seeing this western lowland gorilla. He's not pacing around, he's just sitting calmly, observing the world with this quiet, powerful dignity. These are the moments that truly stay with you.
Okay, and this right here, this is a perfect example of that thoughtful design in action. The giraffes, they aren't just eating from some trough on the ground. Their food is placed way up high, so they have to stretch and move and act just like they would out on the savannah. It's a small detail, but it has a huge impact on their well-being.
This image is just so powerful to me. A polar bear, one of the planet's greatest predators, just sleeping so peacefully. It speaks volumes about the sense of security and care they feel in this environment. There's a profound tranquility here you just don't find anywhere else.
But beyond all these beautiful, peaceful moments, Hellabrunn has a much deeper, much more urgent purpose. This isn't just an exhibit for us to look at. It's a living, breathing promise to protect these species for the future.
And make no mistake, this is a serious, scientifically driven institution. By being an active partner in the European Endangered Species Program, Hellabrunn is right on the front lines of international conservation, working with other top zoos to manage and protect these vulnerable populations.
And here's a fantastic example of their leadership. They coordinate the entire international stud book for the drill, which is a highly endangered primate. What does that mean? It means Hellabrunn is basically the global headquarters for ensuring the genetic health and survival of this one species. That is a massive responsibility.
So how do they do it all? Well, their strategy is called the One Plan approach. It brilliantly connects the work they do inside the zoo, that's the ex situ part, things like breeding programs and research, with the work they support out in the wild, which is in situ. It's this whole complete plan that makes sure preservation in the zoo actually supports long-term survival in nature.
Now here's the best part. This whole story doesn't end with you just being a passive observer. Hellabrunn actually provides really clear ways for anyone who feels inspired to become a real part of their mission.
You can contribute directly by sponsoring an animal, which is amazing. Or if you want to get a bit more hands-on, you can volunteer to become a conservation ambassador and help with education. And for anyone who's really serious, they even offer formal zookeeper training programs. There are just so many ways to get involved.
And really, when you boil it all down, this is what makes Hellabrunn so special. It's not just about entertainment. It's a place that invites you to slow down, to be quiet, to just observe. And it's through that quiet observation that you start to build a much deeper understanding and empathy for the natural world.
Which, leaves us with a final thought. In our crazy, fast-paced digital lives, where do we find real connection? A place like Hellabrunn offers a pretty powerful answer, I think. It reminds us that sometimes the most profound connections aren't found on a screen, but in the quiet, dignified presence of another living being.